Labour Federation, COSATU, and its affiliates are today set to hold pickets and marches over a number of socio-economic issues in the country. The nationwide Day of Action, that's what it is billed as. These protests are aimed to highlight issues including poverty, inequality, load shedding, including the high levels of crime. National office bearers will deliver memoranda of demands in various establishments. These include the private businesses, mining houses and municipal offices across the 9 provinces. COSATU Parliamentary Coordinator Matthew Parks saying they are calling for government's urgent intervention. All right, let's try and get you the latest now. COSATU First Deputy President Mike Shingange saying government should have addressed these issues long before the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's just take a listen to what he had to say.
Well, we think they've been out of touch for the longest time now. I mean, this thing did not just wake up in 2023 and combine themselves to be such a crisis that we are facing. It has been a policy failure for the longest time. And you will remember that long before the disastrous COVID-19 that befell the world in 2020, the economy of South Africa was already at that time a technical recession. In fact, it was at a junk status. And any recovery plan must take the country to at least not before COVID, but it's before COVID. In other words, at a time when the economy was not doing well, a turning point should have been at that time, because COVID just came and exposed how unready we were on a number of areas. So they have been out of touch for a long time, not just in 2023. Actually, more often than not, our proposals do get accepted as that which they can take the country forward. Unfortunately, they do not get implemented, many of them, and that's why we find ourselves where we are.
All right, let's keep the conversation going and get the latest now from our reporter, Refiloe, Seboko, who joins us now live from Mahikeng. That's the capital of the Northwest Province. Refiloe, good morning to you. I noted with interest that the COSATU office bearers are going to be handing out these memoranda in part to mining houses. There is a scourge of illegal mining in the country, and the devastating impact of that now is playing out in Boksburg in Gauteng. Talk to us about what COSATU's contribution has been to try and stop this.
Well, we'll find out from COSATU in the Northwest Province, COSATU Secretary General, Mr. Kopano Kunupi, who will be talking to us about that in particular. Tate Kunupi, thank you so much and welcome to Newzroom Afrika. The match today, but also let's talk about the issue of the contribution of COSATU in terms of looking at cases such as illegal mining. So more so that this match here in the province, we know that there's going to be a leg of it in Rustenburg.
Thank you, Refiloe. Illegal mining is our concern in the province, more so that we see that there's some element of criminality. But what is the cause of the illegal mining is because mine companies, when they leave or stop mining their mine, they don't rehabilitate their shafts and close them so that they cannot be occupied by illegal miners. Again, we find that there are other people who are assisting these illegal miners to get into the mines which are active already. And what we are calling for is that the DMR must not look only on those people who are doing the actual illegal mining. They must look at the people who are consuming the product that is mined illegally, because these people are not mining the product for the sake of just mining it. There's somewhere where the product gets into the market and finally finds itself out of the country. And we must look at nipping this thing and making sure that whatever that they are mining cannot find itself into the market and can be stopped. And those who are buying this illegal product must also be arrested, and not only to look at the miners themselves, who do we call the Zamazamas. So we are having a concern. But one other option is that the government must look at maybe legalizing and giving other subsistence miners some license so that they can be legalized and their product can go into the market. And they cannot be abused by these other people who are sending them to go mine and mine dangerously.
And but COSATU in Kunupi, the role and contribution of COSATU in coming up with solution or mitigating these kind of incidents in the province.
That is why we are calling for some policy and looking at the way of giving some subsistence miners some license so that they can mine legally and they don't work in dangerous conditions, so that they can work in a safe environment and work properly, and their product they can sell it with a market related price as opposed to what they are selling it with, and as opposed to the conditions that they continue to work. So it needs some sort of a policy change. Look at how mining is looked at in South Africa, see how subsistence mining can be legalized, and make sure that people can be able to mine properly.
Thank you so much for your time, Kopano Kunupi of COSATU here in the Northwest Province, talking about that which we are seeing, the ongoing debate about issues of illegal mining in the country. But we also understand that in Rustenburg, in the Northwest in particular, in Klerksdorp as well, and in incidents of Zamazamas that keeps on being arrested, but also continues to be an issue and a concern. That is some of the things that COSATU, as part of their march together here in the Northwest, would like to raise, and also that forms part of their memorandum on how those concerns that they are raising as COSATU in the Northwest, they would want them to be addressed.
Seboko live for us in the Northwest Province.